Hello, 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 and hello, you fellow Spark drivers and DoorDash drivers. I decided today that I was going to make a video for the newer Spark drivers that have been told that they should do Spark, or the ones that want to do Dash. I thought I would explain a little bit of the difference, and hopefully you can make that decision, because most of the videos that I have seen on YouTube try to be pretty positive so that it gives you the urge to want to go do it. Sometimes it's better to see a different side of Spark and Dash. I, of course, do both of those. My preference is DoorDash, and I'm going to tell you why. People always say that Spark, you can do a lot of orders. You can make like $100 a day. You can make $200 a day with Spark. You can, but you've got to really work some hours during the day to do Spark. With DoorDash, you can go out there and pretty much, same as Spark, I mean, you still get to pick your hours as long as you fulfill those orders. You get to pick as long as you want to stay out. So let me just give you an example. Today, I normally try to steer away from Spark. I haven't been doing it probably a month. This is July the 4th. Happy 4th, everyone. It's July the 4th. And I just decided today that I was bored. So I said, well, I'm going to Spark today. Normally I DoorDash, because with DoorDashing, it's quick. It's pretty quick. Most of the time, it doesn't send you too far out. I think the most I've driven with DoorDash is probably 7 miles, which is fine. It's under 10 minutes. With Spark, it can send you to the next state, pretty much, it feels like. It's the craziest thing ever. Even though you have your county put in and said that's where you really want to stay, doesn't mean you're going to stay there. But let me give you an example for today. Today, I decided to do Spark, okay? So the very first order that came in after turning it on, the very first order that came in, it was one order, and it was for 10, almost 11 miles to do, and it was only a $14, you would only make $14. So, and it said ASAP. Now, when you're doing Spark, you have to pay attention, because once you start, it goes in, or I mean, people are out there waiting on these orders, so you pretty much have to hit accept kind of quickly. So when you hit accept, it shows you, it says ASAP, or it says pick up only, or shopping and delivering, or I'm sorry, not pick up, it says delivery. So you've got your choice. When it says ASAP, normally almost 100% of the time, it wants you to use your Spark card to go into Walmart and do the shopping for the customer. Today, I declined the first order because I was not going to go do something for ASAP and go in and shop and then drive 10 miles for $14. It just didn't make any sense. So the very next order came through and I was like, wow, that's a really good one. It was for 2 orders all in one, but it was for $46. So I hit accept. And I knew with it being $46 that I probably had to do a little bit of shopping. One, I was able to, there's a little arrow that you can touch, and it shows you the distance automatically. It shows you before you accept it, it shows you the miles. It said 20 miles. But it was $47. So, or $46. But beside it, there's a little arrow that you can touch to see what the quantity is of that order. One order was supposed to be 20 items, okay? The other order was only going to be 9 items. And of course, it already had told me how far it would be, so I went ahead and accepted it. So I go into the store. You have to hit the arrive at store so that it can give you the prompts as you're going into the store. In Spark, it shows you in the app a map, and it shows you which aisle to go to first. It kind of guides you through, and you learn a lot as you do this over time, as you've got your aisle number above, or letter actually, or sometimes letter and number above, and then down the aisles you see section or anything like that. You learn all that. Okay, today it gave me a order, like A, and then a B order. It started with A, and it tells you to please pay attention to keep these orders separated as you're doing the order pulling. So when you go to this, it tells you, like say instance, it says A13, go to A13. Well, you can clearly see it's being in big letters and numbers where the aisle is. In the grocery section, okay? So you go down the grocery section and you go to A13. And you pretty much know, if you go to Walmart a lot, where these items are on the aisle. So you have to pick up find the exact item. It shows you a picture, shows you how many they want of that, the quantity. You have to get that item and scan it. If it's wrong, it tells you it's wrong. Do it again. But if it's right, you put it in your buggy. Okay, today I went down like a couple of aisles for customer A. Then all of a sudden, the next one, it brings up customer B. And it says, okay, this is how I'm thinking. You're in the grocery section, but customer B needs a makeup brush over on the other side of the store. So you go over there and you get their little makeup brush that now you have to wait on the Walmart associate to come and unlock. Go figure. So once you do that and you scan the item, then it gives you the next item, and you have to go all the way back over to the grocery section. Now you're on customer A again. You're going back to customer A. Now you're going to do some more for them, but here's B customer jumping in. They want to go back over to the other side of the store. Today, I bet you, I went across the store from grocery to the home shopping events across the other side of the store 15 times. Now, I forgot to tell you, during this, before you accept the Spark order, when you see how much it is, you see your mileage, it also tells you it's estimating that it will take you 38 minutes to shop for both customers and an hour and 1 minute to deliver. Okay, that gives you the 20 miles. Not only does Spark not have it figured out that you need to stay in this area, the grocery area, until you finish the grocery area, and then go over to the other side of the store to get all of that product. They don't have their time right either. As fast as you can go, it still took me a little over an hour in the Walmart just to shop for customer A and customer B. Then it tells you, it keeps popping up, reminding you that if you don't hurry, they're going to cancel the order after you are about to pass out from running from one side of the store to the other side of the store over and over and over and over. Then once you get done, it's easy to go up and cash out. You know, you scan it, you go in a certain aisle. They've got that specifically for the the DoorDash. I believe it's on, well, it may just be for Spark. So let me just say Spark. Spark driver checkout lane. It's easy. You go up there, you show the barcode to the associate. They say, okay. Well, you scan it on your thing, but then you show them, and then you just bag it. You bag everything that you have in that buggy. You don't scan it again. You just bag it and go. You go load it in your car, and you hit directions. And it tells you, it's pretty good with the directions. It does have that part down. But when you take an order for $46 and it takes you an hour, let's just say an hour, to shop for this $46 order, and then you're going to drive 20.1 miles one way to drop off at the customers. Then you've got to drive yourself back 20 miles to get back to where you just started. You don't get paid for that time. So you've not only just stayed in the Walmart for 1 hour shopping, now you've got to drive for 30 minutes to take the order to them. And then 30 minutes back. That's 2 hours. Today it was 2 hours and a half for $46. I don't know about you. I have a car that is cheap on gas, but it's not that cheap. So let's say it took me $10 today, $10 to $15 in gas to go out there and back. Plus, I was exhausted by the time they did this back and forth stuff. You don't make that much money. Even when you first do the order and it says $46 and you jump on it, I promise you, you're not making $46. And Spark does not pay you. They only, well, for instance, $23 of that was from Spark. The other $23 and some odd cents was if these two customers leave the tips on. So if they decide to take those tips off, I didn't make anything. I just did their delivery and shopped for them for free. Now with DoorDash, I know this is a long video, so I'm going to hurry. With DoorDash, I can go pick up an order. A lot of times I do have to wait on the order once I get there, but you've got 1 or 2 orders. Sometimes they'll throw a second order in there when the restaurants are side by side or very close in distance. They'll go ahead and say, hey, pick up this one and this one. So easy. You go in there, you show them, or you tell them the order number, you pick it up, and you've got normally 1 mile to 7 miles to go. You drop it off. They normally come to your car and meet you outside. If not, you put it on their doorstep, take a picture, hit continue dashing, always hit continue dashing, and then you go back and pick up more. I literally did that the day before Spark and made $58. And I was only out there for about 3 hours. And I get to meet some of the coolest people ever out there so far. So much more fun and so much less stressful. And you have one bag to hand to these customers. So you make that choice. But Spark does not have it together, and they've been doing this a very, very long time. But these drivers are not making any money doing this. And some of these DoorDash customers, they think that if you've only got to go a 1.5 miles or 2 miles, some of them even up to 5 miles, DoorDash pays you like $2 per order or a certain amount per order. They'll tip you $1. So a lot of times you're only getting a $2 or a $3 or a $4 tip. But when you get higher up and you do so many deliveries, you get bumped up. I am actually just hit platinum, and I'm making way more money being platinum than I was just doing the simple things. But I was still making I just go out 2 or 3 hours a day just because I'm bored. I just do it. It's so much fun. But anyway, guys, I just really wanted you to see the difference of Spark. Spark will send you in the country 30 minutes away and not feel bad about it. DoorDash, you can decline as many orders as you want, which you shouldn't. You should try to get every single one of them. Some of them can be difficult, though. But I love the shopping part for DoorDash, because DoorDash doesn't send you into the Walmart. It hasn't yet. I have gone to... It's always orders, simple orders. It's so easy. It sends you into Dollar General or CVS or something very, very simple. And it's actually fun doing DoorDash for me. I don't want you to think that you're going to make a lot of money. I'm one of those that I have to sit down and figure out what kind of time I just spent on one order to make $46, when I could have, in that 2.5 hours, like the day before, made $57, $58, and had a lot more fun doing it. And the most I had to drive that day was about 7 miles. Yeah, so figured that part out. But anyway, please stay safe out there. There are some crazy people out there, so please be safe. And just have the best time. If it's not something that's fun, you shouldn't be doing it. There's way too many things out there in this world that you can do that you don't have to really work for somebody to make money. Just be happy doing it. And stay safe and be nice to everybody. If you're nice to the customers, most of the time, they're going to be nice back. I have had some really good customers. And makes me want to do DoorDash a lot more than the Spark. Even the Spark customers are wonderful. They're wonderful. Spark just doesn't pay. So anyway, y'all take care and stay safe. Thank you for listening, and good luck. Good luck. Do all of your research before you do any of it, though. And my name is Sherry, anyway. Nice to meet you guys, and have a wonderful, wonderful day.